All right, so you want to start a YouTube channel.
It's a great time to do it.
It is, but
Yeah.
where do you even begin? There's just so much information out there.
Right, and it can feel overwhelming.
Totally overwhelming.
Yes.
So in this deep dive, we're going to give you a roadmap specifically for starting a YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours watching all those videos and
Yes.
reading all those blog posts trying to piece it all together.
We've done that for you.
And we are going to start
Yeah.
with YouTube Shorts.
Yes, YouTube Shorts is a great way to get started quickly.
So you can do it all on the phone.
All on your phone.
Easy.
Super easy.
It's fast.
Yeah, and you have a massive potential audience.
Okay, so how many people are we talking about here?
Billions of users.
1 billion. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. Okay, so shorts are great for testing the waters and just getting comfortable with the whole being on camera thing.
Exactly. They allow you to experiment, try different things, see what works, what doesn't work, and
Yeah.
you can kind of figure out your style over
Yeah,
time.
find your voice.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got shorts,
hmm
and then obviously,
Yeah.
eventually we want to move into those longer form videos,
Right.
which means we need a place to put them all.
You need a channel.
We need a YouTube channel.
Yes, a dedicated space where you can house all of your content and connect with your fans.
A place where people can, find you and subscribe and
So come
part
to
of
it.
your community.
Yeah, it's your digital home base.
So kind of you know how different brands
Mhm.
have a vibe.
Yeah.
You want your channel to have a vibe. So
Absolutely.
you can attract the right people to your little corner of the internet.
You got it.
Okay, so we've got shorts,
Mhm.
we've got our channel.
hmm
Now what do we do?
Well, before you even hit record,
Before we even hit record. Okay.
there are some essential setup steps.
All right, tell me more.
The first thing you want to do is get familiar with your channel settings.
Okay.
Make sure your channel is properly linked to your Google account,
Mm-hmm.
and explore all the different options.
Make sure you're categorized correctly.
Exactly.
Right.
The next thing you want to think about is your channel voice.
Okay.
So what is the unique story that you want to tell? Who are you trying to reach? What kind of tone and style will resonate with them?
Okay, so figure out what makes you special, what makes you stand out.
Right.
That's going to attract the right people to you.
Precisely.
To subscribe?
Yep.
Okay, so
And once you've got that nailed down,
mm,
you want to focus on your visual identity.
like what?
So things like your channel name,
Okay.
a catchy icon,
Mm-hmm.
an eye-catching banner image, and a compelling trailer.
Okay, so
All of these visual elements.
setting the stage
Yeah.
so that when someone lands on your channel, it looks a certain way.
Exactly. And it gives them a feel for what your channel's all about
Okay.
before you even
So we're setting the stage before we've even hit record.
before you've even hit record.
Okay.
But now you mentioned hitting record.
Yes.
And there are a few production details.
Okay, tell me the secrets.
Well, first, let's talk equipment.
All right.
You don't need to break the bank, but investing in a decent camera and microphone can make a world of difference.
So if I'm just using my phone, I might want to consider getting a separate microphone.
It can really improve the audio quality.
Mm-hmm.
And don't underestimate good lighting.
Okay.
Lighting can make your videos look so much more polished and professional.
So even if I'm a brilliant,
Yeah.
genius content creator,
Right.
but my sound is terrible and my lighting is bad,
It's going to be a turnoff for viewers.
it is.
I mean, think about it. If you're watching a video and the sound is muffled
yeah.
or the lighting is so dark you can't see anything,
Yeah, you click a
you're not going to stick around.
Okay, what about wardrobe?
Wardrobe. It depends on your content.
Okay.
If fashion is your thing, then yeah, your wardrobe choices are a big part of your brand.
Mm-hmm.
But even for other types of content, you want to make sure that your appearance kind of matches the vibe of your channel.
Okay, so everything's cohesive.
Exactly.
It all makes sense.
It all feels authentic.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now before we get too carried away with the creative side of things,
Mhm.
we need to talk about something super important.
Okay, what's that?
YouTube's guidelines.
Ah, yes, the rules of the road.
You need to know the law.
We do.
Yeah, so familiarize yourself with YouTube's copyright and community guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
These guidelines are in place to keep YouTube a fair and safe platform for everyone.
Yes.
And they're designed to ensure that your content reaches the intended audience.
Okay, so are these guidelines really complicated?
No, they're actually pretty straightforward.
Okay.
And YouTube offers a ton of resources to help you understand them.
Okay, good.
So don't be intimidated.
Yeah.
They're there to help you.
All right, so we've got our channel.
Yes.
Looking good.
Well,
We've got our,
that's-
vibe,
yeah.
our brand message.
Yes.
Um,
Production details.
we know all the rules.
We're playing by the rules.
We're playing by the rules.
Exactly. Hit publish and
Watch the views roll in.
you got it.
That easy, huh?
Well, it's not always that easy,
Okay.
but it is the next step.
Okay, so where does all this magic happen? Where do I upload?
YouTube Studio.
Studio.
It's your mission control.
Okay.
This is where you can upload your videos, add all those important details, like titles,
Okay.
descriptions, tags.
Hold on, back up a second.
Yeah.
Tags, I get titles, I get title.
Okay.
Descriptions, I get...
Yeah.
What was that other word you just used?
Metadata. Metadata is simply information that tells YouTube what your video is about.
Okay, so it's kind of like a label
Yeah.
that help YouTube categorize my content.
Exactly.
So that the right people see it.
Yes. And the more specific you are with your metadata, the better YouTube can understand your content and recommend it to the right viewers.
Okay, so this metadata is really important.
It was super important.
So YouTube Studio, upload titles, descriptions, tags.
Metadata.
Metadata, yes. What else can I do in YouTube Studio?
You can analyze data.
Ooh.
See how your videos are performing.
Okay.
Which can help you understand what's working and what's not. You can also receive messages from YouTube.
Okay.
Track your progress towards the YouTube Partner Program.
What's the YouTube Partner Program?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But it's essentially how you can start earning money from your videos.
Ooh, monetization. Okay.
Exactly. And you can even manage your channel on the go with the YouTube Studio mobile app.
So it's like my one-stop shop.
It is.
Okay.
For all things YouTube.
So YouTube Studio, we're going to be spending a lot of time in there.
A lot of time.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. This is good stuff.
Good stuff.
I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. Shorts channel, all that.
YouTube Studio.
It all comes together.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that,
Okay.
you mentioned analytics.
Yes.
Which sounds a little intimidating.
I know a lot of people find analytics intimidating.
Yeah.
But I promise, it's not as scary as it sounds.
Okay.
It's actually a really valuable tool.
All right. Tell me more. Okay. So analytics can reveal a lot about your audience and how they're interacting with your content.
Like what?
Like what kind of videos they're watching.
Okay.
How long they're watching for. Where they're coming from.
Okay.
What their demographics are.
This is all really helpful information.
It is.
To help me create better content for them.
Exactly. And it can also help you identify trends and see what's working and what's not.
Okay.
So you can adjust your strategy accordingly.
So analytics is like my secret weapon.
It is.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube Studio Analytics. What else?
Well, there's also the YouTube dashboard.
Okay.
Which is separate from YouTube Studio.
Okay.
The dashboard is where you'll find new features and creator news, as well as opportunities to grow your channel and potentially earn money.
Okay, so YouTube is telling me hey, this is new, or hey, you should try this.
Exactly. And they'll tailor it to your channel.
Wow.
Based on your content and your audience.
Okay, so definitely want to check the dashboard.
Yeah, check it regularly.
Okay.
Because there are always new things coming out.
Okay, YouTube Studio dashboard.
Yes.
Analytics. This is all really good stuff.
It is.
Okay.
But before we move on, there's one more feature we need to talk about.
Okay, what is it?
Playlists.
Playlists.
Playlists are a great way to organize your content and keep viewers engaged.
How?
You can create playlists around specific themes or topics.
Okay.
And you can sort them by format date posted or any other criteria that makes sense for your content.
So instead of just having a jumble of videos on my channel, I can have them all nice and organized.
Exactly. And it makes it easier for viewers to find the content that they're looking for.
Okay.
And it can also help you keep viewers on your channel longer.
Okay.
Because once they finish watching one video in a playlist, YouNeed will automatically play the next video.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so it's a win-win for both you and your viewers.
I like to playlists. All right, so we've got Shorts, YouTube channel, YouTube Studio, Analytics, dashboard playlists.
You got it.
This is a lot.
It is, but it's all essential for YouTube's success.
All right, so we've got all the pieces.
We do.
Where do we go from here?
Well, now that you have a basic understanding of the YouTube landscape, let's dive a little deeper into some of these key areas.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, so we've got all this great content. It's looking good. It's looking good. We know the rules.
Yeah.
But how do we make sure people actually find it?
Yes, the age-old question.
Yeah.
How to get your videos seen.
Yeah, because there's a lot out there.
There is a lot of content on YouTube.
Yeah, so how do I stand out?
Well, that's where SEO comes in.
SEO, okay.
SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization.
Okay.
And it's the process of making your videos more visible in search results.
So when someone searches for something on YouTube, my video pops up.
That's the goal.
Okay, but SEO sounds kind of complicated.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
Okay.
First, you need to understand keywords.
Keywords?
Keywords are the words and phrases that people type into search engines when they're looking for information.
So if I'm making a video about, let's say, vegan baking.
Okay.
My keywords would be vegan chocolate chip cookies or easy vegan desserts.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want to use those keywords in your video title,
Okay.
description, and tags.
Okay, so when someone searches for vegan baking tips,
Yeah,
my video is more likely to show up.
exactly.
Okay, so keywords, super important.
Super important.
What about the title?
The title's also very important.
Okay.
It's the first thing people see when they're scrolling through search results.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make it catchy
Okay.
and informative.
Okay, so no clickbait.
No clickbait.
Okay, got it.
You want to accurately represent what your video's about.
Okay, what about the description?
The description is also important for SEO.
Okay.
It gives you a chance to provide more context about your video and use more keywords.
Okay.
So don't just slap a couple of sentences in there.
Mm-hmm.
Really take some time to craft a compelling description that will encourage people to click on your video.
And don't forget the tags.
Right, the tags.
Super important.
Tags help YouTube understand what your video is about.
Okay.
So use a mix of general and specific tags to reach a wider audience.
Okay. This is all starting to make sense.
Good.
But I have to admit,
Yeah.
algorithms still kind of freak me out a little bit.
I get it. Algorithms can seem mysterious.
Yeah.
But remember, they're just trying to connect viewers with content that they'll enjoy.
Okay.
So the best way to work with the algorithm is to create high-quality content that people actually want to watch.
Okay, so it's not about tricking the algorithm.
Yo.
It's about making good stuff
Exactly.
that people want to see.
Make videos that you would want to watch,
Okay.
and the algorithm will take care of the rest.
All right, so we're making good content. We're using our SEO.
Yep.
Now what?
Now you need to promote your videos.
Promote. Okay, how do I do that?
Social media is a great way to promote your videos.
Okay, so
Share them on all your platforms.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
Yep.
TikTok even.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And don't just share a link.
Okay.
Engage with your followers.
Okay, so
Ask them questions.
Mhm.
Respond to comments.
yeah.
Get people excited about your content.
So build a community around my channel.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so promote.
Promote.
Sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're making great content.
Yeah.
We're using our SEO. We're promoting.
Yeah.
Um,
What's next? Well, I mean, eventually I want to be able to, make some money from all this hard work.
monetization.
Yes, monetization. That's the dream, right?
It's definitely a possibility.
Okay, so how do I do that?
Well, first, you need to meet YouTube's eligibility requirements.
Okay, what are those?
You need at least 1,000 subscribers.
And 1,000 subscribers. Okay.
And 4,000 hours of watch time in the past 12 months.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
It is a significant milestone.
Yeah.
But once you reach those requirements, you can apply for the YouTube Partner Program.
And that lets me make money.
That's how you can start earning money from ads.
Okay, so the more views I get,
Yeah.
the more money I make.
Potentially, yes.
Okay. But it's not just about chasing views, right?
Right.
It's about making good content that people actually want to watch.
Exactly.
And that advertisers want to be associated.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
focus on quality over quantity.
Okay, quality over quantity.
And the monetization will come.
Okay, so we're making great content. We're using SEO,
Mhm.
promoting. Now we're starting to think about monetization.
It's all coming together.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like we're really getting somewhere.
We are.
Okay. But before we move on, you
I'm sorry.
mentioned collaboration.
I did.
And I'm really interested in that because
Yeah.
it sounds like a really great way to,
Grow your channel.
grow my channel, but
Mhm.
I'm also a little bit nervous about it.
I understand it can be intimidating
Yeah.
to reach out to other creators.
Especially if they're much bigger than me,
Right.
or do they have way more followers? What if they say no?
Well, you never know unless you ask.
True.
And the worst they can say is no.
That's true.
But you might be surprised how many creators are open to collaboration.
Okay, so how do I find the right people to collaborate with?
That's a great question. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in the next part of our deep dive.
All right, I can't wait.
Stay tuned.
All right, so in this deep dive, we have covered so much ground.
We have.
But there's one thing we haven't really talked about yet, and I'm really curious about it.
What's that?
Brand deals.
Ah, yes. Brand deals.
So tell me, how do those work?
Well, brand deals are a form of influencer marketing where companies pay creators to promote their products or services.
So it's like a partnership.
Exactly. It's a mutually beneficial partnership.
So what are the benefits for the creator?
Well, obviously, there's the potential to earn income.
Okay, so I can make money?
Yes, you can also get access to free products or services.
Okay, that's cool.
And it could be a great way to increase your exposure and reach a wider audience.
Okay, and what about the benefits for the brands? What's in it for them?
Brands get access to your engaged audience, people who trust your recommendations.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's a win-win for everyone involved.
All right, so let's say I've got a pretty good following
Mhm.
and I'm making great content
Yeah.
and I want to start exploring these brand deals. How do I actually make that happen?
Well, There are a few different approaches you can take.
Okay.
You can reach out to brands directly,
Okay.
especially if there's a product or service that you already use and love.
Mm-hmm.
You can also join influencer marketing platforms.
Okay.
These platforms connect creators with brands looking for partnerships.
So kind of like a matchmaking service.
Exactly. And you can attend industry events and network with brands and other creators.
Oh, so like get out there and meet people face to face.
Exactly.
Okay.
Networking is so important in this industry.
Okay, so we've got those three approaches.
Yeah.
Reach out directly, join a platform,
Yeah.
and the network.
Exactly.
Okay, what about like, when I'm reaching out to these brands,
Yeah.
what are they looking for?
Well, first and foremost, brands are looking for authenticity.
Okay.
They want to partner with creators who genuinely believe in their products or services.
So I'm not just like, reading a script.
No, it needs to feel genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
They're also looking for creators who have a strong engagement with their audience.
So like people are actually watching my videos.
Yes. And commenting and liking and sharing.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, brands are looking for creators who have a following that aligns with their target market.
So if I'm making videos about, makeup
Yeah.
and a company that sells, hiking boots reaches out to me.
It's probably not going to be a good fit.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to make sure there's alignment there.
Absolutely.
Okay. What about like when I'm putting together my pitch?
Mm-hmm.
What are some tips for making it really stand out?
Well, first, do your research, make sure the brand is a good fit for you and your audience,
Mm-hmm.
and then craft a compelling pitch that highlights why you'd be a valuable partner.
So like showcase my strengths.
Exactly. Highlight your engagement rates, your audience demographics, any relevant experience you have.
Okay. So show them what I can do for them.
Precisely.
Okay.
And be professional, enthusiastic, and genuine.
Okay.
Let your personality shine through.
Okay. So no like super formal boring emails.
No, have fun with it.
Okay.
And make sure your pitch is tailored to the specific brand you're reaching out to.
Okay. So don't just send out like a generic email to everyone.
No, personalize it.
Okay. This is all really good stuff.
It is. And one last tip,
Okay.
don't be afraid to follow up.
Okay. So if I don't hear back right away.
Yeah, it's okay to send a friendly reminder.
All right. Persistence is key.
Exactly.
All right. So we've talked about brand deals.
Mm-hmm.
We touched on collaborations earlier.
We did.
And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, collaborations are a fantastic way to grow your channel.
Okay. So let's dive into that.
Let's do it.
How do I find the right people to collaborate with?
We'll start by identifying creators in your niche who have a similar target audience,
Mm-hmm.
but offer a different perspective or skill set.
So we complement each other.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then reach out to them with a genuine message expressing your interest in collaborating.
Okay. So slide into the DMs.
Yeah, you can do that or send them an email.
Okay.
Just be professional and polite.
Mm-hmm. And once I've found the right people,
Mm-hmm.
how do I make sure that those collaborations are actually successful?
That's a great question. Communication is key.
Okay.
Make sure you're both on the same page about the goals, the timeline, the creative direction of the project.
So like we have a plan.
Yes, a clear plan.
Yeah.
And you're both excited about it.
Okay. What else?
Be flexible and respectful of each other's time and creative input.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to have fun.
All right. So communication, flexibility, fun.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yep.
This is great. This is makes so helpful.
I'm glad to hear that.
I feel like I've learned so much in this deep dive about
You
YouTube.
did. It's been a journey.
It has. And, I'm really feeling inspired to, take my channel to the next level.
That's what we like to hear.
So for anyone listening out there who is also thinking about starting a YouTube channel,
Yes.
what advice would you give them?
Just start.
Just start, okay?
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Don't let fear hold you back.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick up your phone or your camera
Yeah.
and start
Hey,
creating.
that's great advice.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been so much fun. And we'll see you next time for another deep dive into
The world of online video.
All right, bye, everyone. TTT.